This is kind of interesting. This is from Warren Sharp Football Analysis. He tweets this out. Most expensive wide receiver rooms in 2024, so the upcoming season. Most expensive, the 49ers, $55 million. Then the Seahawks, Cowboys, and Dolphins are 2, 3, and 4. Bengals are 10th. Keep in mind they got a couple of guys, they franchised T. Higgins. They got Jamar Chase coming up. Browns are 12th, $38.9 million. Ravens are 27th. Steelers, 31st. Packers, who actually have a pretty good young wide receiving room, are the cheapest at 11.5. Takeaway there, though, is, the Browns probably, I would imagine, want to extend Amari Cooper a couple of years and see if they can do that at a reasonable number.
Well, it's a pretty big number, but the cap continues to go up. You are hedging your bets and doing everything you can to make sure that the quarterback that you put so much of a heavy investment into is going to pay the dividends on the return of that deal that you want. But you need wide receivers in this day and age, and the way the position itself has progressed, these guys come in, and every year we do this during the draft. Well, look at this draft class. Look at this draft class. Look at this draft class. And the position as a whole. 30 years ago, kids were lucky if they caught 30 passes as a senior in high school. Now the kids, catching 75, and maybe they're not even the top receiver on their high school team. The game has evolved every level into more of throwing the ball, which means the receivers are more developed, more ready to go when they get to the league. And the fact that you get these big draft classes, you get some guys that whip right through their first 3 years in the league, rip right through a 4-year deal of being a second-round pick, and they're up to get their long-term deals. I mean, these guys are, putting up monster numbers. They're getting paid accordingly. To be 12th is, more than fine. You look at some teams right around where the Browns are. I would rather have the Browns wide receiver room than some other teams that are currently right around them. I'd rather have the Browns wide receiver room than the Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver room. So the way it works out, but, it's what it is. It's, offense. The most important people in the NFL right now are going to be quarterbacks, they're going to be receivers, and they're going to be pass rushers. Everything else, will get figured out. But those are the top 3 monetary positions in the NFL today.